with you from T-Mobile Arena, the Play4Kay Shootout. Let's meet the starting lineup for Santa Clara. The Broncos out of the West Coast Conference. They'll use a 2-guard, 3-forward lineup, starting with Emily Wolf, a 5'4" redshirt sophomore guard from Phoenix, Arizona. She leads the team in scoring and assists, 14 points and 2 rebounds per game. Taylor Berry, the second guard, a 5'9" junior from Martinez, California, 9 points and 5 rebounds per game. Lori Parkinson, a 6-foot senior out of West Valley, Utah, 10 points and 9 rebounds per game. Marie Berthold, a 6-foot senior forward from Alameda, California. She averages 12.7 rebounds per game, and playing in the middle will be Morgan McGuire. She has started in every game this season, a 6'2" junior forward from Reno, Nevada, 12 points and 6 rebounds per game. And the head coach of the Broncos is Bill Carr in his first year. Meanwhile, for Jim Littell's Cowgirls, if it's not broke, you don't fix it. They are 8-0, undefeated on the season. They will go with Carly Wheeler and Diana Omazi at the guard positions, Caitlin Lecker and Mandy Coleman out on the wings, and it will be Kaylee Jensen in the middle, the 6'4" junior out of Genoa, Nebraska, averaging 18 points and 11 rebounds per game. And let's bring in Casey Kendrick and tell me about the keys to the ball game on this one as you get ready for a Santa Clara team that you have only played one time previously. You were at that game out in California, and the Cowgirls won that one going away.
Well, they did, Kevin, and that was a game, let's go back to a time when Janine Pence had a bad call, and Oklahoma State benefited from a three-pointer that should have been a 2. It wasn't, and instead the Cowgirls ended up getting that game into overtime, won it. And, that's you look at this team right now in Oklahoma State, Kevin, they've got some big games coming up. And tell you what, right now they're arguing a little bit on the players that are listed, because Madison Mercado is listed as the starting point guard in this ball game, Kevin, and Jim Littell and Jack Easley. Jack Easley turns in the lineups to the scorer's table, and once it's official, unless the scoring official made a problem. And right now, Jim Littell's looking at them going, hey, don't make me start Madison Mercado. Not that this young lady's not a great young lady, but that's not who we want to start this ball game with, so they're going to have to get that corrected.
Yes, I think the information was entered incorrectly by the scorer's table. And on the other side of the ledger, Beth Carlson, a senior forward, is listed to start in place of Taylor Berry. Now, that could be legit, although Carlson only averages a point a game, Berry 9 points, so we'll see if that is wrong on that side. So we're set to go here with opening tip-off just a moment away. Glad to have you along on this holiday night as we head towards the Christmas break this weekend, and then the next action we will see after this three-game tournament will be conference play. And boy, where does the time go? We're going to blink here 72 hours and get ready for Iowa State.
No doubt about it, Kevin. 3 games here, then you get ready for conference play, and it's going to be an exciting time right now. Of course, we're in this beautiful new facility, the Play4Kay Shootout, benefiting the Kay Yow Cancer Fund, and this is a great opportunity. I tell you what, Kevin, we got a couple hundred fans that have made their way here. Some of them traveled with us. Some of them are parents. Some of them are people who live in Vegas, and some of them are just people who said, hey, I want to go to Vegas and follow this team and have a little bit of fun, and we've got a fantastic crowd behind the Cowgirl bench.
And what a terrific time this team has had. We talked a little bit about it with Jim Littell getting ready for this tournament. You and I had the pleasure of not having to practice Saturday and Sunday and spend some time up and down the Strip in the old downtown area, and it's been a fun 48 hours, and now it's ready time to get down to business.
It is, and however, I did do a little research, little Vegas trivia coming up throughout the course of the broadcast, which, by the way, can also be seen on the YouTube channel, Play4Kay. Check it out, you'll see it, and you can listen to Kevin and I as well, and check out a little bit of this streaming video online.
Just about set to go now with the opening tip. It will be Jensen jumping against McGuire at center court, and the Cowgirls wearing their home white jerseys trimmed in orange and black, while Santa Clara wearing their maroon jerseys trimmed in white and silver. And Santa Clara wins the opening tip. I believe the first tip the Cowgirls have not controlled all season.
First time they've not controlled the tip. Let's hope that's not the first time they suffer a loss as well.
Wolf drives in on Wheeler, denied, pops it back out. Parkinson has it, and a traveling violation called as Parkinson dribbled into the lane, and it'll be a turnover to start things off for the Broncos.
Parkinson just kind of took a stutter step, drugged that pivot foot, and easy call, quick turnover on Santa Clara.
9:40 to go in the opening quarter from Las Vegas. No score. Cowgirls with their first offensive possession. Out top is Coleman to the left, now Lecker. She'll work it further left. Wheeler fires it in to Jensen, who brings it out to Omazi. She'll work her way into the paint. Little juke and jive, pulls up, jumper from 8 foot, got it.
Interesting right now. They're going to sag off of Caitlin Lecker. Caitlin Lecker not shooting the three-pointer very well at 29%. So they're going to sag off of her and try to help out on Kaylee Jensen.
Cowgirls lead 2-0 opening 50 seconds of the ball game. Parkinson around to the left side will hand it off. A near travel, but Wolf dribble drives into the left baseline, is denied by the Cowgirl defense. The ball is tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Santa Clara.
Talked about Wolf a little bit ago, Kevin. 92% free throw shooter. Young lady will knock it down every single time she gets to the free throw line.
13 on the shot clock now for the Broncos. 9:04 on the game clock. They trail Oklahoma State 2-0. Inbound to Berthold, top of the key. She'll hand off to Wolf, the leading scorer and the point guard. Leads the team in assist and buckets made. Here's a pull-up from the top of the key by Wolf. A three-pointer is an air ball, goes out of bounds and over to Oklahoma State.
One thing this team does, Kevin, they run surprisingly well. Of course, we took on Georgia. We know how athletic Georgia is and how much they wanted to run up down the floor. Santa Clara's got the same capability, but Oklahoma State's going to send two back every single time to try to slow down that transition game.
The Cowgirls will look to extend their 2-0 early lead here with 8:46 to go in quarter number 1 from Las Vegas. Left side, Lecker with the basketball out top Wheeler. Wheeler dribbles around right, hits Omazi, curling to the lane, dishes down. Coleman backs up, 8-footers left way short. Ball loose on the floor and is picked up by the Broncos.
They rebound well too, +8 rebound margin. The Cowgirls come in with a +13 rebound margin.
Out top with the basketball is Marie Berthold, the forward from Alameda, California. Works it left side, Parkinson, and we'll have a whistle and a foul to stop the play with 8:21 to go in the first quarter.
Caitlin Lecker going to be called for her first foul as she just got caught on a hand check. Didn't slide her feet, reached out, and when you do, and away from the basket, you're certainly going to be called for that.
So a new 30 and 8:21 to go in the first quarter, and Oklahoma State leading 2-0. Santa Clara will look to tie or take the lead with a 3. Inbounds Parkinson. They hit left over to Berry, driving to the hole, missed the shot, offensive rebound, follow up no good. Another offensive rebound by Parkinson. She drives into Lecker, and it'll be a traveling call on Parkinson.
Yeah, if it hadn't been a travel, she would have drawn the offensive charge. I do believe she took to the extra step, and the official had the option, and I think he made the right call.
Jim Littell standing in front of the Cowgirl bench. The coaches in casual attire today, as was asked of all the coaching staffs in this 8-team field, and Jim Littell in his black slacks and black polo Oklahoma State shirt. Pull-up jump shot at the other end. Jensen, 10-footer, got it, and the Cowgirls lead 4-0.
Well, they're going to extend you a little bit and force you to guard them on the perimeter, but so does Kaylee Jensen on the other end. Kaylee's got that outside jumper, including a 44% three-pointer, and she's certainly capable of forcing you outside.
Berry pushes the ball inside to Parkinson. She shoots underneath the goal, misses it. Rebound Wheeler. Here comes Caitlin Lecker left side. She hits Coleman out top. Three-pointer on the way. Got it.
Cowgirls have a different backdrop shooting right now, but that's not been a problem. Cowgirls knocking it down 67% as they've hit 2 out of their first 3.
Oklahoma State out to a 7-0 advantage. 7:22 to go, quarter number 1. Parkinson out to the top of the circle. It'll be McGuire dribbling, forces it off to the left side on the wing. Three-pointer on the way by 25 Wolf, and it's good.
Wolf, a 38% three-point shooter. You see how quickly her release is, too. You got to get out on top of her.
Jensen, little floater inside the lane about 6 feet out. No good as it rims away. Rebound by the Broncos, and now they will come the other way, trailing Oklahoma State 7-3. Backing her way into the lane is McGuire. Brings it back out to Berry. Berry circles around. Ball deflected by Jensen. Picked up by Wheeler. It's a turnover. Wheeler back the other way. One-on-one. Little move, little guide to the hole and score.
Wolf knew she was beat. There was nothing she could do. So Carly, great job of being very deliberate and forcing Wolf to either clear out or foul her, and she was able to get the shot. And Wolf comes to the official, says, we want to take a timeout.
Timeout called by first-year Broncos head coach Bill Carr. With 6:37 left to go, we will take it with them. Oklahoma State out in front early. They jumped out 7-0. They lead it at our first break 9-3. From Las Vegas, this is Cowgirl basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. All sports are built on tradition. But at Bill Knight Ford, we know that here in Oklahoma, it's more than just
6:37 left to go in quarter number one. Oklahoma State 9 and the Broncos of Santa Clara 3. Cowgirls off to a terrific start, seeing a lot of things on the defensive end leading to offense. And right now the Cowgirls are shooting a hot 4 of 6 for 67% from the field.
Cowgirls have been fantastic right out of the gate, no doubt about it, Kevin. On the other side, 1 of 5 for Santa Clara. They've got 3, but that 1 3-pointer is all they've been able to connect on so far. And a quick sub is Ariana Combs and Latasha Jones in there, true to their word, trying to get lots of subs on the floor.
Absolutely. I believe we'll see a lot of that for these next 3 days, especially as long as Oklahoma State has leads in these ball games. Wolf with the ball around to Berthold, works it right side. She hits Martin, driving into the high post, pull-up jumper. No, Coleman with the rebound, and she's got Wheeler. Up floor, Wheeler will hit Combs. Combs loses the basketball down low in the paint, and it's picked up, and it's a Cowgirl turnover.
Not a way to keep yourself on the floor right there. Turnover on Combs. Just really wasn't ready for that ball when it came to her.
Wolf brings the ball out top. McGuire works it around, and boy, a very high-tempo ball game, especially when Santa Clara has the basketball. 5:56 remaining, 13 on the shot clock now for the Broncos, the visiting team in this first-round match of the Play4Kay Shootout from Las Vegas, Nevada. Beautiful T-Mobile Arena, just opened this year. Will host 100 events over its first year. Here's McGuire, high post left shot, a shot clock violation. Tried to get the shot up. It looked like it was partially deflected and then never hit the rim. The shot clock violation, so it will be a turnover on the Broncos.
4 turnovers now on the Broncos already in this ball game, and Oklahoma State, great job there. Great recognition of what they were trying to do offensively and recovery by Latasha Jones.
Lecker hits Coleman, driving to the right baseline. She sneaks up the baseline, pushes her way through the defense and scores.
Too big, too strong. Coleman gets it on that low block area and just forces her way to the rim.
Oklahoma State, its biggest lead of the day now at 8, 11-3 with 5:17 remaining in the first quarter. Santa Clara looking for some offense. Jimenez hits from the top of the key, but misses as it rims off, no good. 5:08 to play. The Cowgirls with a defensive board, and we've got a whistle and an offensive foul inside the paint.
Latasha Jones trying to get position, used her elbow, pushed off, and they're going to force the call her for the foul. On the other end, Kevin, Naomi Jimenez is a kid that, I mean, you saw just like we saw with Wolf a minute ago, she did not need much separation. She can pull up and take that shot extremely quickly, and fantastic release. Cowgirls fortunate it didn't go through.
5:01 and Oklahoma State with an 11-3 advantage. Santa Clara back down. Parkinson left side. Now they come out top. McGuire gets off to the right wing. Martin looks back against the Cowgirls man-to-man defense. Little dribble drive by Berthold. Loses the ball down low. And we've got a whistle. And let's see what the call is. It'll be a foul offensive on Santa Clara.
Nice job right there as she lost the ball. But when she lost it, it went to a Santa Clara player. But she still ended up continuing her momentum through Latasha Jones. So Latasha Jones called for a foul off on the offensive end. And then she draws a charge on the other end to make up for it.
Berthold with the foul. That'll be her first of the ball game. Cowgirls back to work, enjoying an 11-3 advantage. Latasha Jones out top, finds Diana Omazi. Now Omazi gets a screen, dribbles into the free throw line, pull-up jumper, too strong, off the back iron. Offensive rebound by Jensen. Her follow-up is good.
Nice job right there. She forced her way through 3 Broncos to find a way to get to the rim on the offensive rebound and then the putback.
13-3, Oklahoma State has opened up a double-digit advantage in a tournament that has seen 2 very close ball games in its first 2 games. Oregon State coming up a little bit later on against UNLV in the nightcap. 4:07 to play, a dozen on the shot clock. Parkinson, pull-up, jump shot, banks it from the right side.
Didn't call it, but she did get it. Doesn't matter. Called it or not, it went through.
Counts the same for 2. The second made bucket by Santa Clara with 3:54 to go in the first quarter. Wheeler top of the circle, backs up, works the ball over the right side. It'll be Diana Omazi. Diana reverses, hits Combs. Combs drives into the high post, needs some help, finds Omazi. She fires from 3, no, off the backside of the iron, and a lot of maroon underneath the basket, and coming down with the rebound, Morgan McGuire.
Good looking shot from Omazi, just a little bit long.
Martin hits Berthold. She'll fire from 3, left corner. This will get Santa Clara right back into the game as they swish it.
Well, what they've done is they've decided that they need to work the ball on the perimeter because they're not getting it inside on Kaylee Jensen and Latasha Jones and Mandy Coleman. And because of that, they're being forced to take a lot of outside shots.
3:19 to go. Jones thought about the pass. Instead, will square up and shoot. Missed it. Jensen with the rebound. The putback for Oklahoma State. It's good, and the Cowgirls more second chance points.
Jensen now with 4 points. Both of them coming with buckets off the offensive glass. A little bit of trash on the backside and knocking it down.
So with 3:01 to go, it's 15-8 Oklahoma State. Santa Clara back to work. Combs gets the hand on a ball from terrific defense. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Santa Clara. It'll be Oklahoma State ball with 2:57 to go.
Cowgirls before that had forced 5 turnovers turnovers, and they've scored every single time on it. 10 points. Now 6 turnovers. Let's see if they can keep that perfect.
So 10 of their 15 off of turnovers with 2:53 to go. Not what Bill Carr had in mind for his Broncos in this one. Wheeler dribbles to the left side on the wing, pops it back out to Coleman. She'll work it right as they run the play now. Lecker drives in on her defender, reverses, comes back out as she runs into a double-team cover. Comes outside to Jensen. Jensen works the left to Omazi. Omazi looking in. Shot clock down to single digits. Jensen has it. Fakes it. Now dishes off. Coleman, high post jump shot. Got it.
Well, they keep it perfect. Every turnover has led to points for Oklahoma State. 6 turnovers, now 12 points off of those turnovers for Oklahoma State.
It's Oklahoma State 17, Santa Clara 8 with 2:18 to go in the first quarter. Oklahoma State looking sharp. Left side pass goes to Wolf, who the Cowgirls have contained brilliantly through most of this first quarter. Out top, Barry with the basketball, looks in, has nothing, will dribble, and runs right into Diana Omazi, and it'll be another offensive call. That's going to be at least 2, if not 3, offensive fouls in this ball game in the early going for Santa Clara.
Yeah, and I think they're going to get Parkinson on the move, Kevin, right there. That was a great job by Omazi, splitting the double team, getting through the screen before he got set, and I think Parkinson was called for that foul.
All right, so with the foul, and it will be her first of the ball game. The Cowgirls will have it with D.D. Eccles into the ball game as we go inside the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Oklahoma State enjoying a 17-8 advantage. Eccles out top, hits Omazi. Omazi looks against the zone defense, fires to Lecker. 3-pointer on the way is an air ball, and it will go out of bounds and back over to Santa Clara.
29% from outside, Kevin. That's why they're sagging off of her right there. They're going to let her have that shot more than they will some of the other kids on the floor right now, and that sagging defense allows him to double cover inside a little better.
17-8 Cowgirls, minute 43 to go in the first quarter. Pass to the left side, Berhold has it, brings it back out. Barry will launch a 3-pointer and got it for the Broncos.
Well, that won't leave Carly Wheeler on the bench very long. When you have a good lead, but then you end up giving up the 3 for not very long, you're not going to let Carly Wheeler rest too long if her defense is going to be so needed.
Coleman and Eccles set to bring the ball into play for Oklahoma State, whose lead is down to 6 now, 17-11. Minute 26 to play in the first quarter. Lecker dribbles, passes to Omazi left side. Santa Clara stays in that zone, and now they will hit Jensen back out to Combs, around to the right side. Coleman with 12 to shoot. Fires back to Eccles. Eccles will put it on the floor, dribbles between the legs, and now over to Lecker. Lob pass into Coleman, who almost lost it. Kicks it back out to Lecker. She'll dribble drive into the lane, pop out. 3-pointer on the way by Jensen is good.
Great recognition by Caitlin Lecker that time. Turned down the 3, dribble drive created, and then Kaylee Jensen sets up on that outside perimeter, at the very top of the key, and knocks it down.
Big 3-point basket to stop the momentum that Santa Clara was starting to gain after trailing early to Oklahoma State by 10. 47 seconds left. 20-11 Oklahoma State here in the first quarter. Omazi went for the steal, almost had it. Wolf has it now for Santa Clara. She'll dribble off a screen, finds a seam, now backs up as it closes quickly. Barry has it, drives into Oklahoma State double coverage, and we'll have a whistle, and this may be another offensive foul on Santa Clara, and if so, another turnover on the Broncos.
I think they're going to say it's a 3-second violation, Kevin. I'm not sure. It was hard to tell what the official was signaling, but I think he called him for a 3.
You're right, and nonetheless, another turnover. So with about a 4-second differential between the two clocks, D.D. Eccles will walk the ball down floor. 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. Oklahoma State 20, Santa Clara 11. Eccles being met out top by Emily Wolf, the guard from Phoenix, Arizona. And now with 12 on the shot clock, Eccles will go to work. Brings the ball to the near side, right in front of our media table. Works to the left over to the wing with Omazi back out top. Eccles has it, pulls up from the free throw line just as the shot clock was to expire, but missed the shot. We've got an over-the-back foul on Oklahoma State, and they might have gotten Kaylee Jensen for her first.
Yeah, you don't like that. 2.8 seconds left to go. That's not the way to end the first half, Kevin. You didn't have a good shot. You pick up a foul on Kaylee Jensen. Neither of those two things were very good right there for the Cowgirls.
20-11 Oklahoma State, 2.8 seconds left for Santa Clara. They'll let the ball roll in. They hand off twice. We'll have a whistle, and the shot would not have counted from half court had it gone. One of the officials, Brian Enderline, blew his whistle and waved off the shot had it gone. And now a discussion between the officials.
I think he was going to call that a travel, and there's still 0.2 of a second left to go. I think he called the travel before the shot, and I think that's why he's talking it over, because I think it would have been good. Well, it obviously would have been good. There's still time on the clock, Kevin, but she traveled first.
Yeah, now they're going to change it. They'd put .2, as you mentioned, on. Now it's .4 for Oklahoma State. Inbounds to Eccles, and the Cowgirls will just let the first quarter clock expire. And what a first quarter it was, as Oklahoma State enjoys a nice lead, 20-11 after one.
Fantastic effort. Got a big lead on a team that you know is very good, and the Cowgirls need to do the same thing to finish out the half.
Oklahoma State raced out to a 13-3 lead. 3:21 left to go in the first quarter, and now at the end of the first quarter, the lead 20-11 over Santa Clara. Second quarter coming up on the other side of the break. This is Cowgirl basketball from Learfield.
It's game day.
As we slide into quarter number 2 from Las Vegas, Nevada, the Cowgirls leading, and Kaylee Jensen leading the way for Oklahoma State, off to a terrific start at 9 points here in the first quarter.
No doubt, a lot of it on the offensive glass, Kevin. Not great opportunities right there by Oklahoma State, but great job of coming out and controlling this game early.
4 players scoring in the first quarter for both teams. Carly Wheeler, first possession, drives down, pull-up jump shot from 10 is good, and a foul on Santa Clara.
Nice job right there, Kevin. Again, good recognition, the soft spot in the zone. Went and attacked it, pull-up jumper, and that's what Carly Wheeler is more than capable of doing.
So with 9:52 to go, Wheeler will step up to the free throw line. Had a chance to visit with her parents at the lobby of the hotel last night when they made it in, and needless to say, very excited about their sophomore daughter that is off to a terrific start through the first 8 games of the season.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. And again, we talked about the fact that she said she'd never scored 30 in high school or in college, had 29 the other night, and was phenomenal in that ball game, and her confidence just continues to grow.
And she's off to a good start here tonight, as she now has 5 in the ball game, as her free throw is good. Here's Oklahoma State going for a steal. A lot of traffic at the other end, a lot of collisions, and now we'll have a whistle and a stoppage of play, and I think they may get Carly Wheeler for the foul. Let's see what the official signal is.
I think that is correct, Kevin. And Oklahoma State right there went to a little 3-quarter press. First time we've seen that tonight. Cowgirls trying to surprise them a little bit, and Coach Littell not happy with the Cowgirls not cutting off that middle pass, which should have ended in a easy turnover.
Gentry Holt in the lineup will set the 5 for you, reset the 5 for you in just a moment. Santa Clara back to work. They hit Bert Holt. She curls to the hole. Pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound by Mandy Coleman up for. She's got Wheeler. She'll take a 2-on-1 off the glass, and an offensive foul called on Oklahoma State. Diana Omazi with her first personal.
Omazi coming down the right side. Wolf got her feet set, got squared, drew the contact, and was able to draw that charge. And that's about the 5th one of those, Kevin, we've seen now.
9:25 to go. It certainly is. 23-11. Oklahoma State leads by 12. Their biggest lead of the ball game. McGuire out front. Hits Parkinson right side. She spins her way to the hole off the glass. Too strong, and Caitlin Lecker has the loose ball for Oklahoma State. Carly Wheeler down floor on the far side. Hits Diana Omazi in the corner. Now Cowgirls will slow things down. Omazi works the play in the half court to Coleman. Now back to Omazi. She'll work her way to the free throw line. Dish off to Lecker. Now left side Wheeler in the corner. Back to Gentry Holt. Holds the ball high over her head using her height advantage, and it's sizable. 8 seconds on the shot clock for Diana Omazi, who has the ball right corner. Omazi fakes the pass, jukes and jives her way into the lane, kicks it back out. Wide open, Coleman three-pointer, good!
Fantastic effort to give Mandy Coleman 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. She's got 10 points already in double digits. 10 for Coleman, 9 for Kaylee Jensen.
Oklahoma State 26, Santa Clara 11 with 8:31 to go in the second quarter. Cowgirls work the defense down low. Omazi coming in, little banging around with Taylor Berry, and a whistle on the play will be a foul on Oklahoma State, and that will give Jim Littell a chance to make a couple of substitutions with Combs and Jensen getting back into the lineup.
Learfield broadcast being broadcast along the YouTube network, as well as this Play4Kay shootout is being broadcast on YouTube. Picking up our audio here, and people all over Stillwater getting a chance to watch this game out here in Vegas.
Bird hold out top to McGuire. McGuire hits Martin. She circles around, finds a seam, curls around, down low, layup good.
Boy, good job right there. Fantastic effort by Martin. Just put the ball on the floor and use that speed to get to the edge, get to the rim, and get the lay-in.
Big bucket Santa Clara needed as Oklahoma State had opened up a sizable lead. Still big at 26-13, but manageable. Combs pull-up jumper from 15 is too strong, no good. Rebound underneath. Morgan McGuire, the forward from Reno, Nevada, and the Broncos want to run. Down floor, they hit Berry in the left corner. She'll pop it back out top to McGuire. And now a whistle and a foul away from the basketball, and that will go on Oklahoma State.
And I think that's going to go on Caitlin Lecker, and if so, that'll be number 2, Kevin. And we know how that goes. You don't stay on the floor very long, and she will have to check out. Now, they just put 2 up on the board for Carly Wheeler as well. I don't think Carly's got 2, does she?
I just have her for 1.
And that's somebody needs to certainly check that out for sure.
And a while ago, they did not give a foul to Santa Clara when Berthold picked up what I thought was her second. And as Santa Clara inbounds the basketball, we have a whistle and another foul. So that one will go on Carly Wheeler. That's her second one, so maybe someone at the scorer's table had a premonition.
Oh, yeah, maybe they figured it out in front of us now. Keep in mind that we got the quarter system, Kevin. Is that right? In this quarter, with 2 minutes and 10 seconds gone by, we've had 5 team fouls. Holy cow!
I don't know if that's correct or not.
Awfully
1, 2,
quick.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. I don't know if that would certainly be questionable.
2 minutes and 10 seconds. We've picked up 5 team fouls here in the second quarter. They're already shooting 2. That could be crucial here in the rest of the first half.
Kyla Martin makes her first. Second one is on the way around the rim and in. And so it's Oklahoma State 26, Santa Clara 15 with 7:49 to go in the second quarter.
It's a brand new facility. It's a brand new tournament. Let me tell you, it's not exactly perfect. So some of the things that we're seeing may not be completely accurate. That's why we question them.
Could be some statistical adjustments at halftime,
yes,
certainly.
Sir.
Yeah, Jensen with the basketball, passes out to Dee Eccles. Eccles is left open, puts up a three-pointer over her defender who closed in quickly, but not in time, and she swishes it for the 3.
How much confidence does she show right there? Fantastic three-pointer. Cowgirls now 4 of 6 beyond the arc.
Here's a steal by Combs as she picks it going the other way, lay in left side, good.
Good job. Ariana had to stutter step to get her feet work right and be able to use that left hand from the left side, but that's a good job of the freshman is stealing it, knocking it down, and going the other way, getting the run-out bucket.
A quick 5-0 run by Oklahoma State, and it's 31-15. Cowgirls 7 minutes exactly to go in the second quarter. Bird hold up the right baseline, loses the basketball. Dee Eccles on the receiving end of the miscue. Eccles has it as we have another Bronco turnover. Coleman dribbles into the high post, about the elbow on the right side. Missed the shot though. Rebounds taken underneath by Berthold.
10 turnovers already by Santa Clara, leading to 14 points for Oklahoma State.
14 of their 31, almost 50% of the Cowgirls' points coming off Bronco miscues. How about that? Credit to Jim Littell's prep for this one. 6:33 to go. Pass left corner. Taylor Berry. Three-pointer launches. No good. Underneath an offensive rebound and then a travel as Morgan McGuire was falling down and travels with the basketball. So another turnover and another chance for Oklahoma State to capitalize.
Let me tell you, I can refer to this analysis perfectly. The Cowgirls pulled the chair out from underneath her and she fell down.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
It happened to me in preparation for the setup of this thing.
Not only is the arena new, the chairs are new, and they're spring-loaded.
Oh, my lands. I don't know that I almost Bobby Knighted a chair just a little bit ago, just so you people know.
Lob pass underneath intended for Coleman is stolen away by Santa Clara, and with 6:09 to go, the Broncos will try to climb back into this one. They trail Oklahoma State 31-15 here in the first round of the Play4Kay shootout in Las Vegas, Nevada. Parkinson left side out top. Bert Holt drives into the lane, tries to dish, ill-advised into a lot of Cowgirl traffic, and Kayla Jensen swipes it away. It's an Oklahoma State steal. And back at the other end, Santa Clara reaches out with McGuire and just snatches the ball right back away from Andy Coleman. So 5:44 remaining. Santa Clara looking to put together back-to-back buckets for the first time in quite some time, as Oklahoma State has went off and left them here. Bounce pass inside, goes to McGuire. Extended just beyond the free throw line. Now she dribbles off, passes to the left. Kyla Martin will put up a 15-footer, but way off, no good. Rebound is taken by Mandy Coleman. Coleman down floor to the left side. Lecker back out top. Coleman open again. Three-pointer around the rim left. No good this time. Rebound by Kaylee Jensen. Jensen curls the hole. Uses the glass. Gets a friendly bounce and scores.
Another offensive rebound and a putback by Kaylee Jensen. What an effort by the Cowgirls. And the Cowgirls now even up the rebounding at 10 apiece. As Santa Clara wants to talk it over some more, Kevin. But let me tell you, the rebounding right now for Oklahoma State, Santa Clara have been very good. Both teams crashing the boards, but the Cowgirls have done a much better job on the offensive glass. They've not had as many defensive rebounds to go get because they're just not missing.
Terrific ball game for Oklahoma State. 5:06 left to go. Glad to have you along here in quarter number 2. It's Oklahoma State 33, Santa Clara 15. You're listening to Oklahoma State women's basketball from Learfield. Kendrick and our producer, David Silver, and glad to have you along on this holiday night as Oklahoma State leads here 33-15. The Cowgirls continue to ride the miscues of Santa Clara, and the Cowgirls turning those into points. 58% shooting for OSU.
Fantastic effort from the field, and only 33% for Santa Clara. Both teams shooting the ball very well outside, though. Santa Clara 50%, the Cowgirls 57%.
Several subs on the floor. Latasha Jones, one of those since the break. Here's Braggs working her way underneath, missed the shot. Offensive rebound, Parkinson. Her putback is up and good. Much needed basket for the Broncos.
Well, she got the block, did Mandy Coleman, but nobody went and picked it up and allowed Parkinson to get it right back and go right at the glass and knock it down.
Oklahoma State 33, Santa Clara 17, 4:32 to go in the second quarter. D. Eccles in the back corner with the basketball, and a whistle and a foul will stop the play with 20 on the shot clock when we resume.
Foul on number 33, Braggs. Kevin, here's something. Here's my first Vegas fact for you, okay? The Strip, including Caesars Palace, MGM, the Mirage, all of those actually do not exist in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh.
It's actually in the county of Clark County, not in Las Vegas.
How about that?
Who knew?
Inbounds to Oklahoma State. Cowgirls waste no time putting up a shot and score to advance the score now to 35-17 Oklahoma State. Who knew that? Parkinson works her way around the left, gets a friendly roll off the iron and scores as Santa Clara answers the Oklahoma State bucket.
Defense a little bit optional right now for these two teams, both attacking offensively and knocking it down.
D. Eccles down low, perfect pass, hits Mandy Coleman on the right block, and she scores.
That's a fantastic play right there. Reverse the ball, get the angle you want on the entry pass, and an easy lay-in inside.
Cowgirls 37, Broncos 19 in Las Vegas. 3:49 to go in the second quarter, rather. Jimenez pulls up, 12-footer, uses a bank shot. It counts the same, and it's good. Oklahoma State inbounds. Dede Eccles down floor with the basketball in front of the Santa Clara bench. Passes to Amazi. Now out top to Jones, left side to Eccles. Eccles with the ball on the left wing. We'll have a whistle on a 3-second count against Oklahoma State. So the Cowgirls with the turnover. And for Oklahoma State, that is turnover number 6 in this ball game with still 3:30 to go in the second quarter.
6 turnovers, and that one because Ariana set in the lane just a little bit too long. Got that 3-second call. And points off and turnovers going the other way, Kevin. 0.
Combs,
0.
Combs, Eccles, Coleman, Jensen, and Latasha Jones, the lineup with 3:20 left to go. Excuse me, Diana Omazi, not Jones. Out top is Wolf. Wolf pull-up jump shot from the right elbow is no good. Rebound underneath Oklahoma State and Diana Omazi.
Great job right there by Wolf to get around Omazi and be able to actually, Dede Eccles, get around her. But that's a tough shot. She wasn't able to knock it down.
Eccles with the basketball now out top. Excuse me, Combs now out top to Omazi. Round to the left, she hits Eccles. Trying to go down low to Jensen. And Santa Clara nearly with a steal. Cowgirls save it. They get Omazi. Back out top, they hit Combs. She'll fire from 3. It's an air ball and out of bounds.
Yeah, not a good shot right there. I mean, she had the perfect setup. She was ready to shoot, but when she let it go, it went way left and never had a chance.
37-21 is broadcast as Long Beach State was an upset winner over the Bulls of South Florida earlier in game number 1.
Now, we know how good South Florida is. We've seen them a couple of times and fallen short a time or two, so that's a big win for Long Beach State.
McGuire over to the left side, and a pull-up by Floor is no good. Rebound Oklahoma State. That shot was partially blocked at the other end. Combs baseline jumper won't go. Cowgirls try to come down with an offensive rebound. Diana Omazi, and the ball is knocked out off of Santa Clara.
And I tell you, Ariana's struggling a little bit with her shot. Another good open baseline look right there, but her balance wasn't there, and that went again wayward and a little bit long. Fortunately, the Cowgirls able to save it on the offensive glass.
And the shot clock was very late in getting started. There was 29 seconds, as the official noticed, after the several seconds of the play. So they reset it, and the Cowgirls inbound. Combs with the basketball over to Jensen, high post. She'll back her way into her defender as a decoy, kicks it out to Amazi, who fires from 3 off to the right. It's no good.
Cowgirls were shooting 57% from beyond the arc just a moment ago. Now 4 out of 9, dipping under 50%.
Long rebound on the corner, Berthold, but the Cowgirls come up with a steal at the other end. They go back. Combs coast to coast, way in good.
Wow, not sure how she didn't draw the foul either, because coming in there that time, Kevin, was Martin, and Martin had a hand all over her. And somehow the contact not drawing the foul.
Cowgirls leading 39-21, on pace to score over 80 in this ball game. Did not see that one coming. Down low, McGuire, fade shot, good. Minute 30 left to play now with 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Cowgirls up by 16 points, 39-23. They led after the end of the first quarter, 20-11.
Yeah, Cowgirls, this team in Santa Clara, Kevin, only allowing 66 points a game. Cowgirls have 39 here. We're not even at halftime yet.
Combs left side, drives to the hole, goes up for the shot, no good. Rebound by Santa Clara, and the Broncos come the other way. Wolf works the ball out top. Now over to the left, she hits Parkinson, who fires from 3, but missed it bad. And the ball just setting loose on the floor, and it's picked up by Combs in Oklahoma State.
Cowgirls, for one of the few times, slowing it down right now. Coach not happy with Combs, wants her to slow down a little bit. 2 out of 6. She has hit a couple, but she has struggled lately.
Final 50 seconds of the second quarter, and Oklahoma State in control. Omazi bounce pass into Jensen. She hits Combs, driving to the hole, up the baseline, circles around the rim and falls away. No good. Rebound by Lori Parkinson defensively underneath.
Perfectly designed play, well executed right up until the time that ball didn't go through. And Combs now 2 of 7, and coach just gives a big old fist pump because he's upset with the play not getting there.
3-pointer Parkinson, no. Rebound Diana Omazi, and the shot clock is off. The Cowgirls can play for the final shot, and Jim Littell will call a timeout to draw it up.
Talk it over and get this thing put together a little bit and make sure that they play for the final shot and get this done correctly, and they will be able to play literally for the final shot if they execute it perfectly. And there's 26 seconds and a half to go. Vegas out in the Mojave Desert. Lots happening in the Mojave Desert, all the way over to California. 41 million people come visit Vegas every single year. That is almost as many that come into Cowboy Corner.
Well, that's a lot of money. That's about as many as watch TV 31 every day.
I'm telling you, they're 41 million. That's about just
process that number. 41 million.
150,000 hotel rooms in this city.
You and I are two of the suckers that decided to make that trip. Huh?
Absolutely.
Cowgirls back to work now. Let's see what Jim Littell draws up for the half-court play.
I like what he did here, putting Carly in for DD. This is a little more veteran player that can get you that final shot you're looking for.
Wheeler guarded by Emily Wolf out top. 11 seconds to go. She hits Coleman. Back to Wheeler. Left side now to Omazi. 6 seconds to go. Eccles round to the right. Wheeler has the basketball. Skips it in. Jensen, 1 second. She'll turn and not get the shot off in time, as I'm not sure why a veteran player like her did not do that. And a discussion between Coleman and Eccles, and Coleman almost as if she's saying that's my bad. But nonetheless, the Cowgirls overall have to be pleased as they take a 16-point advantage into the locker room.
You know, but when you're a coach, you want things to go well. And that I've been harping on this for a while. The Cowgirls have not closed out quarters well. That's just not very easily explained. You know you've got to take the final shot. Your teammates are yelling at them. This is not a loud arena. There's not a ton of people here. Turn and shoot the ball and make sure you at least give yourself a chance. The good thing is, though, Kevin, you look down at that score. What you are pleased with if you're a coach is you have a 16-point advantage, and the team you're facing has only scored 23. That's a pretty good effort in the first half.
The winner of this one will get Long Beach State tomorrow afternoon/evening, and we will sum up the game times and all that for you coming up on the post-game report. If the Cowgirls lose this ball game, then they would take on the Bulls of South Florida in what many thought would be a matchup in the second round, but on the winner's side, not the loser's side. So hopefully Oklahoma State will take care of business in the second half, protect a 16-point lead, and move on to the semifinals in the winner's bracket of this 8-team field. We'll talk about it more as we continue with our halftime report. Casey will also be in the Cowgirl locker room and visit with one of the Cowgirl assistant coaches and get their thoughts on the first half of this one. It's Oklahoma State 39, Santa Clara 23. You're listening to Oklahoma State Cowgirl basketball from Learfield.
John Van
Well, Santa Clara starts things off much like the first half with a turnover here in the opening possession of the third quarter. And here comes Oklahoma State with its first offensive try of the third quarter.
I mentioned this earlier, but a pretty good crowd here for Oklahoma State. Probably 100 to 200 fans here to behind the bench to cheer on the Cowgirls. Still waiting for that first bucket.
Pass inside to Kaylee Jensen, and a held ball is called as Santa Clara comes in and gets a piece of the rock. But with the possession arrow alternating, it'll be Oklahoma State's turn.
Cowgirls get it back. Obviously, Santa Clara got the ball to start the half, and there's another great opportunity on the inside for an inbound basket.
Inbounds to Omazi. She curls into the paint, fade, shoots, missed it, and then we have a whistle on the rebound attempt. That'll stop the clock with 9:29 remaining.
You know, it was interesting listening to Coach Davis, Kevin. She was smiling that whole interview. She was obviously very happy. You know, I think everybody knows how good the Santa Clara team can be, and for Oklahoma State to dominate, they feel very good about that first 20 minutes.
Marquis went over Marquette earlier in the season, and they've had a couple losses that are kind of interesting as well. 9:22 to go. Now Oklahoma State back to work. Cowgirl faithful still on their feet here to start things off in the third quarter. Here's Wheeler through the lane, tries to dish down. Jensen has to come in off balance to save it. 13 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Omazi hits Lecker, skips it into Coleman, and we'll have a whistle. And the Cowgirls may get bailed out by a foul here on Berthold. If so, that'll be her second.
So the Cowgirls inbounded inside. They get a jump ball call. Then there's 16 seconds to go. They shoot it. They get an offensive opportunity. Then they draw a foul. So we have been on this end of the floor for nearly the opening 47 seconds or so of the second half.
Jensen tries to feed it in down low to Coleman, and the ball is poked away. I think last touch by Emily Wolf. It will stay with Oklahoma State, but give Bill Carr, the coach of the Broncos, a chance to make a sub as he brings Parkinson back in. Now Lecker set to bring it inbounds for Oklahoma State. Takes her time, hits Coleman. She'll dribble once, off balance, goes up the shot. Barely hit the iron, way too strong, and is pulled down defensively by Santa Clara.
So the Cowgirls with 45 seconds of offense come up empty.
And a pass tipped up floor by Wheeler, picked up by Omazi, back the other way. She misses the lay-in after the crossover on the left side. And so all that for naught as Santa Clara comes down with the rebound off the missed shot.
So the Cowgirls have drawn a foul. They've had a couple of missed shots. Santa Clara, meanwhile, has had the ball twice, and both of them times resulting in turnovers.
Emily Wolf takes it to the hole, misses everything on the shot from the right baseline. Omazi
tried to sit in one of these chairs.
Doing a spin move on the floor right in front of us. Here's Wheeler, three-pointer, launched off the front of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Coleman back out to Lecker, left side Wheeler. Wheeler left open again. Three-pointer this time around the rim. No. Offensive rebound. Omazi, and the Cowgirls just outworking Santa Clara.
Well, and two great looks by Carly Wheeler. I would have thought that second would have gone down, sized up exactly where she missed it the first time.
Lecker fakes the shot, skips it down low to Coleman. She goes up for the shot. It's partially blocked and pulled down by Wolf.
And that wasn't a very good job of Mandy right there. She had an opportunity to step back and power that thing up, but she was too far underneath the rim, under the backboard, and just put up a tough shot.
Over 2 minutes played, no score by either team here in the second half. Here's a three-pointer by Berry, no good. Battle for the rebound underneath. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with Santa Clara, and they will get Kylie Martin back into the lineup.
They get Kylie Martin back into the lineup, Kevin, and they're also going to get back into the lineup young lady we haven't seen much of, and in fact, I don't even have her on my roster right here.
Then I probably don't as well. Bragg's about as far in the roster as we go, according to their playing history this year. Inbounds, comes out top to McGuire, and she travels with the basketball. So the turnover woes just continue. They had 14 at halftime, and the Cowgirls converted that into 16 points at the end of the first half, and they have at least 4, Santa Clara does, here in the second half with 7:40 to go in the third quarter. Right side, Omazi with the basketball, dribbles in, comes underneath, loses the ball, saves it, now tries to save it into the hands of Jensen. It's stolen away by Carlson, and back the other way comes Santa Clara. Sloppy start to the opening 3 minutes of this third quarter by both ball clubs. Berry left side is left open, puts up a three, hits iron backside. Kayla Jensen has the loose ball and hits Wheeler up floor for Oklahoma State. Wheeler back to Jensen. Nice lob to Coleman. Nice power move to the hole, off balance, goes up, shoots, scores, gets the bounce, and she'll be fouled as well and go to the free throw line.
Well, what you want to do is you want to get things going, and right now we've gone nearly 3 minutes without any points by anybody. And number 4 is Drew Toliafoa, a 6-foot sophomore guard out of Sydney, Australia. And that's thanks to the website, not thanks to the information given to us from Santa Clara. And let me tell you, I went to their website earlier, Kevin, and then one lady young lady was somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 out of 8 from the free throw line for 75%. And when those numbers didn't match, I knew I was in a little bit of trouble.
You certainly were. Free throw is no good. The score remains Oklahoma State 41, Santa Clara 23 with 6:58 to go in the third quarter. Here's Berry circling into the paint, falls down, and we'll have a whistle and a traveling call made by Brian Interline.
In fact, that same young lady was somewhere, they said, I think the statistics said 0.8 out of 1.0 for 60% on another statistic. And I went, I'm not sure if I'm looking at all of this information correctly. They played a game 2 days ago, so they didn't even get our sports information, their updated stats. And so it's this has been an interesting tournament to get ready for.
They are in the middle of playing, I believe I read, 4 games in a 5-day stretch, counting this tournament. That's crazy. Here's Omazi up the left baseline, and she is hacked. I think they'll get Parkinson for the foul, and if so, that actually they're going to get Berry, and that will be her first of the ball game for the guards from Martinez, California.
So that is the 4th team foul already on Santa Clara after Oklahoma State had 5 team fouls in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter.
Wheeler brings it in. Coleman has it, hands it back off to Wheeler. 6:39 to go, and Wheeler reverses and a whistle and a reach in. Did they get Kyla Martin on that one? That is going to be Martin's first.
I believe she did. Just didn't move her feet. And right now, Oklahoma State's doing a very good job of moving the balls, good spacing on the floor, good ball movement, and that's not they're not moving their feet well enough, and they're reaching, and that's forcing Oklahoma State to draw the fouls. Now an opportunity from the free throw line.
Wheeler's free throw is on the way. It's up and good. It's Oklahoma State 42, Santa Clara 23, 6:39 left to go in the third quarter.
Now, we talked about this being a big old place, Kevin. Beautiful facility. It's where the Black Knights are going to play hockey. It is the T-Mobile Arena. It's fantastic. But there's a lot of space behind the goals, Kevin. Tons of space. But that depth perception has not really hurt either one of these teams shooting-wise.
Not so far. Second free throw is good. It's Oklahoma State 43, Santa Clara 23. And now Santa Clara works the ball inside to McGuire, and then a cowgirl gets a hand on a basketball. It's loose on the floor, and a whistle and a foul called.
Kaylee Jensen trying to deny the ball inside, gets the reach around, and for Kaylee Jensen, that'll be her second foul, and she'll have to come out of the ball game. That'll give Gentry Holt another opportunity.
Well, Gentry Holt will make her second appearance, and we talked about that 6th, 7th, 8th, even 9th player getting a chance to make a spark in the coach's eyes to give them playing time down the road. Now's Gentry Holt's opportunity in this tournament. Inbounds play left side comes to Berry. She'll shoot a three-pointer. It's no good. Coleman has another rebound, and Mandy is having an outstanding game. She hits Lecker, cutting to the hole up the left baseline. She'll reverse as she's denied. Hands off to Holt in the left wing. Now back out top, Mandy. Coleman circles around. Still plenty of time with 18 on the shot clock, and Santa Clara going for a steal. Parkinson got a hand on it. It's picked up by Martin back the other way. Martin a little bit out of control, but going to be bailed out by a foul by Oklahoma State.
Yeah, that'll be 3 fouls on Carly Wheeler. That's not good right there, Kevin. I thought she did a good job of giving room and just playing straight up and down and drawing the foul. Instead, they're going to say she committed the foul, and that'll bring Dee Eccles off the bench.
Certainly will. So with 6:06 to go, Eccles checks into the lineup. And going back to the free throw line for Santa Clara is Martin. And for Martin, this will be her second free throw trip of the ball game, and her first miss is the first one's up no good. She's 2 out of 3 in the ball game.
354 rather have gone by here in this second half, Kevin, so far, and Santa Clara yet to score a single point with an opportunity here on the second free throw for Martin.
6:06 remaining, 43-23. You're right, it was 39-23 at the break. Second free throw is no good. Coleman the rebound. Eccles into the lineup now for Wheeler with 3 fouls. I think Eccles loves this challenge, the opportunity of gaining minutes. Diane Omazi hits Coleman out top. Coleman dribbles to the right. Hands off to Lecker with 18 on the shot clock, 5:53 on the game clock. Lecker reverses it back out top to Coleman. Now Omazi left, has Eccles. Zone defense by Santa Clara. Fake pass, little pump fake. Now Coleman will work it left side, and a whistle and a foul called on Santa Clara. That's going to be number 20 picking up the foul, Lori Parkinson, with her second of the night.
And that'll put the Cowgirls back in the free throw line to shoot a pair. And Kevin, again, they've jumped to that 2-3 zone. Actually, they kind of went from a 2-3 to a 1-3-1 look out of the press. First time we've seen that, much more aggressive. And they're doing that, obviously, because they don't have Carly Wheeler in the lineup, wanting to see if Dee Eccles can handle the pressure. But what the Cowgirls did very wisely, they just let Mandy Coleman move to the point forward position, and they handled it beautifully.
First free throw by Holt is good. Second one is on the way. This one off to the right, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Lori Parkinson in Santa Clara. The winner of this game gets Long Beach State tomorrow evening. I believe it looked and it was going to be 7:30 your time back in Oklahoma, if that is in fact the game the Cowgirls are in. Here's Martin up the left baseline, dish off, down low. Parkinson with the shot up and good, and finally a made bucket for Santa Clara with nearly 5 minutes gone here in the third quarter.
4.5 minutes gone by, and they finally get their first bucket. Cowgirls are 5th in the country in three-point defense, three-pointer-wise, and 6th overall, and playing some tremendous defense here as well.
Coleman's pass is stolen away. That'll be the 9th turnover tonight on Oklahoma State with 5:04 to go in the third quarter.
Cowgirls go from a zone themselves back to a man.
Martin over to the right, finds Parkinson. She'll bring it back out top. Martin drives into the paint, then kicks it to the left corner, and Barry finds Parkinson. Parkinson with single digits on the shot clock. That half-court defense went nowhere. Martin out top, 3 seconds to shoot. Martin has it again. Will just put up a prayer, and it's way short. A shot clock violation as it never hit iron.
I think it hit the rim, Kevin. I thought it did hit the side of the rim and bounced down. And I'm not sure. They made it now look like it was hit the out of bounds line, and that's why there was a dead ball. But well, we got a timeout on the floor. Either way, they'll talk it over a little bit, but that looked to me like it did graze the iron.
Well, looks like it'll be Cowgirl basketball when we come back, unless something changes during the break. 4:42 left to go in quarter number 3. It's Oklahoma State running away with it. They lead Santa Clara 44-25. You're listening to Cowgirl basketball from Learfield. Had the basketball to be Coleman, Eccles, Lecker, Gentry Holt, and Combs. Carly Wheeler on the bench with 3 fouls. Inbound pass is stolen away by Santa Clara, and then a foul called on Mandy Coleman as she tried to steal it back.
Yeah, she tried to get it. She got her pocket picked, and again, that's partly because Carly Wheeler's on the bench with 3 fouls. And let's see how long the Cowgirls decide to go with this. Got a good lead, Kevin, but you just don't want to toy with the Santa Clara team at all.
4:38 remaining, and Santa Clara will inbound underneath their own basket. Eccles to defend on the baseline. Take their time, have trouble getting it in. Now they get it into Barry right side. She finds a little seam into the paint, goes up with a little teardrop and scores.
Boy, that's a good-looking shot right there, too. Fantastic effort. Barry shows her athleticism, elevates, shoots right over the top of the defense.
44-27, Cowgirls, 4:26 remaining in the third quarter. Eccles left side on the wing, comes back out top, zone defense by the defenders. Coleman lobs it down low. Gentry Holt hesitates way too much, off balance, goes up for a shot, and we'll have a whistle on a traveling call on Oklahoma State.
Gentry Holt's just got to put the ball up, power it up, and be confident in who she is. She has still got that, I'm processing everything I'm doing, every footstep, every ball movement, every hand placement. She just needs to go play basketball because she's got the talent, but she really starts to play a little bit speeded up when the defense gets on her.
So the Cowgirls turn it over. They're 11th of the ball game, and a lob pass underneath to McGuire is stolen away by Oklahoma State. Caitlin Lecker will come the other way.
Nice job when Caitlin Lecker stepped in front of that pass. She was going out of bounds and tried to save it, and Caitlin Lecker run ran right in front of it.
The Eccles will set up the offense for Oklahoma State. Goes to Combs right side. Now Combs feeds it into Coleman. And a foul maybe gotten away with up high by Santa Clara. Shot by Jensen is up no good. Gets her own rebound, and then she is fouled, and that will stop the clock with 3:42 to go. Barry picks up foul number 2.
And right there, again, great job by Kaylee Jensen to get the ball inside, turn around, power her way through, gets knocked to the floor, then comes back up, gets it, and then gets her own rebound, puts it back up again, and gets back down on the floor and able to come up with the foul. And a couple of opportunities from the free throw line where she's good on the first.
Yeah, first one is up and good, so she is 1 for 1 in the ball game. That's not right. The stat says that that's her first one, but that is not correct. So she missed an and one opportunity in the first half. But officially, she is listed as 1 for 1 now. Jensen's second free throw is up. It is also good. And well, I'll tell you what, the most improved area of her game this year, that free throw shooting.
Free throw shooting and stamina. Those two things combined have been phenomenal.
Well, Santa Clara back to work. They've got a big hole to dig themselves out of. They trail Oklahoma State 46-27. They go right side. Three-pointers on the way too strong. And Latasha Jones makes it one and done for Santa Clara. She pulls down the loose ball for OSU.
Eccles wanted to push the ball, but nobody was up the floor right there filling the lane, so wisely backs it out.
Combs back over to Amazi. Back to Combs now, top of the circle. Trying to close up that paint, the defense of Santa Clara, but the Cowgirls have been able to hit timely shots from the outside, make their free throws. Here's Jensen out to Amazi. Wide open three-pointer from the left corner is up and in.
1-3-1 zone, beat it by going inside, attacking, making the defense collapse, kick it back out, and that's exactly what they do with Amazi on that perimeter. Knocks down another tray.
Well, boy, two very close nail-biters early this afternoon, but no nail-biter here tonight so far. Parkinson down low through the defense, up and scores for Santa Clara.
Nice job by Parkinson. She's in double figures. She's the first to get in double figures for Santa Clara. The Cowgirls, meanwhile, have 2 with Coleman and Jensen both in double figures.
2 OSUs in the night section, these Cowgirls, and then the Beavers of Oregon State. They'll take on UNLV later on tonight in the final game of day 1. Latasha Jones has the ball picked away from her by Lori Parkinson. So really an unforced error by Oklahoma State. 2:18 to go. Wolf back to work. Now they go inside. Turnaround by McGuire. Shot is up.
Well defended right there by Kaylee Jensen to knock it away.
Saw the net move, but I don't think the ball ever went through the cylinder. 2:05, and it's Oklahoma State 49-29 here in the third quarter.
Repeat that stat a minute ago, Kevin. The Cowgirls are 6th in the country in field goal percentage defensively.
Cowgirls up to 31 in the poll this week. Still not getting a lot of national respect, and that's been very bum-fuzzling to me. Here's a pass by Combs, then a batted down pass by Lori Parkinson, and then Combs fouls on the retaliate, and that will be her first of the ball game, and Santa Clara will have it with 1:48 remaining.
Only the 4th team foul, so 1:48 before that resets and before you put them on the line potentially with a 5th foul. And Cowgirls, too, Kevin, number 13 in the country RPI. NCAA just released their rankings, and again, you talked about the AP moved to 31. I think the Cowgirls getting quite a few votes. The Cowboys, by the way, at 30. But the Cowgirls, number 13 RPI, second only in the conference, I think, to West Virginia.
All you can do is keep winning, right? 1:38 to go, left corner, three-pointer up by Santa Clara, no good. D.E.D. Eccles on the receiving end of the air ball. Back she comes with 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. Amazi out to Eccles, left side, she'll hit Combs. Good time on the bench for the starters in this 3-day tournament with this big sizable lead. Here's Jones up high, kicks it out. Eccles wide open, three-pointer, no off the front of the rim. Rebound is taken by Santa Clara. Wolf with it. Up floor, she will hit Parkinson to the hole to lay in good.
Well, and that's D.D. Eccles being lazy right there. D.D. Eccles getting a little more playing time than normal, a little bit winded. She should have been back. Should have never let Parkinson beat her back, but Eccles was way in trail position and never had another gear to get to stop her.
Wheeler up off the bench. She'll be in just a moment for Eccles, it would appear. And now Amazi has the basketball left side on the wing for Oklahoma State. Out top to Combs, lob into Jones. Jones not trusting. Now we'll kick it over to Eccles. Back out top. Combs wide open, 12-footer, short. I think several Cowgirls are a little bit winded. Rebound is taken by Emily Wolf defensively. Wolf back down floor, top of the circle, finds a seam, dishes into the paint off to the right side, and a shot is up. It's blocked. It's stolen away by Jensen, and Jensen, like a point guard, spin move up to Amazi off the glass and in. Wow!
Holy cow, how about Kaylee Jensen? The steal and knockdown. She kicks it ahead. Spin move, lays it in with the assist, and the big girl gets it done, running the floor for Oklahoma State.
Everybody very versatile. 13 seconds to go and a 51-31 Oklahoma State advantage. Cowgirls have held them to just 8 points in this third quarter. Lob pass underneath intended for Berthold is out of bounds. Last touch by Oklahoma State. No time on the shot clock. 4.7 on the game clock as Santa Clara will inbound.
Cowgirls got to be careful right here. Carly Wheeler coming back in with 4.7 seconds. No need to pick up a fourth foul here. Play very smart inside. By the way, Cowgirls #1 in the Big 12 with that rank of 13 RPI. Number 2 was Kansas State with 15.
Lecker into the ball game along with Wheeler for the final 4.7 of the third quarter. Santa Clara taking their time. They get it in out top to Berry. She launches the three, and it's good with 1 second remaining. That's a big bucket for Santa Clara.
Well, that's a better job by Carly Wheeler giving up that three than committing that fourth foul. There's no need in it. You got a 17-point advantage. Now it's finishing up that final 10 minutes.
Cowgirls 3/4 of the way home. They lead it here 51-34 over Santa Clara. We'll bring you the final stanza after the break. This is Cowgirl basketball from Learfield. In fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, Kevin Gum, Casey Kendrick, and our producer David Silver. Glad to have you along in this tournament opening game against Santa Clara in the Play4Kay Shootout, a tournament, one of many events around the country in the fight to raise funds for cancer research in honor of certainly of Kay Yao on the women's basketball side, perhaps the equivalent of the Jimmy V Foundation on the men's basketball side.
And no doubt about it, we lost Craig Sager just a few days ago, and there's a lot of those in the media that have certainly gone through this. Coaches have gone through it. It affects everyone. And again, the Kay Yao Cancer Fund, the beneficiary of this tournament, which is a great cause.
Santa Clara back to work. Wolf out top, launches a three-pointer. It's no good. Ball is out of bounds, and they'll say a foul on Santa Clara and will send it the other way.
I think that's on Parkinson. If so, that'll be number 3 on her, and that'll give the Cowgirls a quick foul here, just 15 seconds into the second or third quarter, or fourth quarter rather.
OSU 51-34. Fourth quarter underway. Carly Wheeler with the basketball. Might have slid her foot inside the paint. Hesitation on whether to get rid of the ball or not. Instead travels with it. And another turnover miscue by Oklahoma State.
Interesting too, Kevin. Oklahoma women's basketball traveled to Vegas on the exact same plane we were flying on. Not for this tournament, but for the Puerto Rico Shootout in Vegas, which they moved from Puerto Rico because of the Zika virus, is my understanding. And that was just a little bit different. We were in that tournament a few years ago, and but they get their first win. So just interesting to be on the same plane, though, with the Oklahoma women's basketball team.
Certainly was. Parkinson with a fadeaway shot up and good. It's Oklahoma State 51-36. So, yeah, they're participating in the Puerto Rico Classic in Las Vegas. They just moved the field here, and today they've defeated Xavier in a hard-fought ball game. Sooners coming away with a 12-point advantage in that one. 81-69. Diana Omazi right side. Thought about passing inside. Instead, will launch a three from the right corner. It's no good, and it's out of bounds. Goes out of bounds off of, they'll say, Latasha Jones. So it will be Broncos basketball with 8:54 to go in the ball game.
Fantastic effort defensively by the Cowgirls here in this second half. Much better effort really by Santa Clara in the second half as well. Starting to get the Cowgirls numbers coming back down a little bit, shooting 44% now from the field.
Out top with the basketball is McGuire. McGuire off to the left, finds Wolf. Cowgirls have done a terrific job on her all day, and Wolf gets tripped up with Carly Wheeler, and I believe they'll get Wheeler for the foul, and that is going to be her fourth of the ball game.
Holy cow, little push off. And they're going to say Carly Wheeler initiated it, and I don't think the crowd, which is not a big crowd, but the crowd of Oklahoma State not happy about that one.
Jim Littell arguing his case with the official, and of course with the small crowd in this tournament neutral environment, you can hear it all.
Yes,
kind of entertainment.
It is. This is like Cowgirl basketball 25 years ago.
Yes, indeed. 8:42 to go. Inbounds to the left side. Wolf with the ball, dribbles between her legs. Double team coverage with Jones and Eccles. Now they pull back. And they get the ball inside, trying to get the ball inside. McGuire has it, comes back out to Wolf. 15 to shoot, 8:26 on the game clock in the fourth quarter. OSU 51, Santa Clara 36. It's been a rout since the get-go. Cowgirls jumped out to a 10-point lead in the opening 3 or 4 minutes. Now Oklahoma State gets a hand on a pass intended to McGuire, and it goes out of bounds off of Oklahoma State. But the Cowgirls fighting and scrapping hard with a huge lead here, now only 4 on the shot clock.
Great effort by Caitlin Lecker, knocked it out of bounds, but she really did a good job of trying to get after that ball.
Wolf will hit Berry right underneath the basket. Berry has her shot blocked. I think Jensen got a hand on it. Omazi got her eye poked. And back the other way comes Oklahoma State with D.D. Eccles and 8:06 to play. Cowgirls trying to go to 9-0. What a start that would be. Jensen, pull-up jumper extended just beyond the free throw line. You betcha.
Another great job right there. And I was looking to see if they had the number for blocks for her, but that's got to be about 4 this afternoon for Kaylee Jensen, actually. And we'll see if we can find that number.
Bounce pass to McGuire. Now Wolf, three-pointer, left side, got it. Wolf's numbers now beginning to stack up, but when the game is much out of reach, Oklahoma State came out and did a terrific job defensively on her as the team's marquee player, this Wolf kid, to start things off. Oklahoma State opened up that big lead. Santa Clara helped them with a lot of turnovers, and the Cowgirls have never let up. And with 7:24 to go, they lead it here 53-39. Basketball to Lecker. Now Jones, a lob. Uses her height, gets it to Jensen, who shoots and misses. Fights for her own rebound, and I think it was poked out by Parkinson. Let's see what the official call is.
I was going to say Kaylee Jensen had it secured, then it gets knocked out of bounds, and so it will stay with Oklahoma State as Kaylee Jensen had secured it, and then Parkinson knocked it out.
That's right, so it'll stay with Oklahoma State. A new 30 for the Cowgirls with 7:12 remaining. Inbounds to Eccles. Eccles guarded out top by Parkinson. Will fire it over to Diana Omazi, and Omazi yells out the play. Eccles now will activate it in motion. Eccles dribbles to the right side and reverses back to Omazi. She pumps left, instead finds Eccles. Now back to Omazi, left corner. Really intent on working it to that left corner, and now Caitlin Lecker has it knocked out of bounds. It's last touch by Santa Clara. It'll stay with the Cowgirls with 12 to shoot. 6:54 remaining, OSU 53 and Santa Clara 39. Inbounds with 11 to shoot and the clock running. Omazi has it back to Eccles, 7 to shoot, inside to Jensen, and we'll have a reach-in foul. Berry's going to be whistled for her third. The guard from Martinez, California, had her first career double-double in their game at California a few weeks ago. When you look at the Santa Clara scoring, only one player in double figures, and that's Parkinson with 14. 8 by Berry, 6 by Wolf, 2 by McGuire, 4 by Martin, 3 by Bertolt, and 2 by Bragg, so very spread out. 6:47 to go, new shot clock. Oklahoma State inbounds to Coleman, and the ball is knocked loose. It'll be a foul on Santa Clara. Santa Clara with Parkinson now picking up her fourth. She becomes the second player with 4 fouls. And I tell you what, they are playing it very, very tight. Santa Clara is defensively. They know how tough Oklahoma State is on these inbound plays.
Well, and keep in mind, again, with 4 fouls, Carly Wheeler is on the bench a lot. Dee Eccles getting a lot of quality time right now.
Eccles with the ball left side, looks in, nothing there, comes back to Omazi. Trying to be smart in her decision on when to make the pass into the interior and eliminate turnovers. Coleman lob, down low to Jensen. She goes up strong, missed her shot. Good defense by McGuire, and McGuire has the loose ball. Up floor Wolf, running three-pointer on the way, right through the bottom of the net. Now you see what makes that young lady so terrific.
I haven't seen her in a while pull up and take that quick shot, Kevin, but you see the range that she has and the ability to pull the trigger extremely quickly. You cannot give her any separation at any moment.
And don't look now, but what was a 20-point blowout just a moment ago is now down to an 11-point lead with still 6:08. A lot of time to go in this ball game. Coleman pulls up, free throw line. Cowgirls have gone ice cold, and Santa Clara getting hot, especially with their little all-star West Coast Conference nominee in Wolf.
If they can get this thing under 10 back to single digits, then all of a sudden you're going to have a little pressure on Oklahoma State.
Here's Wolf again. She's getting hot. Three-pointer. It's good. And we've got a single-digit ball game, 53-45.
Dee Eccles is gassed. She's not closing out, and that's going to get Carly Wheeler in. And Coach Littell says, hey, I want a timeout, and he's going to get it.
He is going to get it. Our mid-quarter timeout will come with 5:38 remaining in the final quarter. And we've had two thrillers here down to the wire earlier today. Santa Clara, once down by 20, making a run. They trail Oklahoma State 53-45. We'll bring you back for the finish from Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Cowgirl basketball from Learfield. Go! .538 remaining.
Well, and from halftime, Santa Clara went from 38% now up to 41%. Rebounding has been in favor of Oklahoma State. 19 turnovers for Santa Clara, Kevin, though, have still turned into 20 points for the Cowgirls. The Cowgirls' 14 turnovers have only turned into 4 points for Santa Clara.
The difference has been Wolf partially. She had 3 at the break. She's got 12 now, and all coming from beyond the three-point line. Cowgirls need a bucket to stop the run. 10 on the shot clock. Caitlin Lecker, high post, extended beyond the free throw line, pulls up, jump shot, no good. And rebound is fought for, knocked out of bounds, and the Cowgirls catch a break. It'll stay with Oklahoma State.
Yeah, you don't want to give them another opportunity on that 6-0 back-to-back threes by Wolf run here, Kevin. And for Oklahoma State, you know, you see what can happen when Carly Wheeler gets in foul trouble. That's part of the depth issue Oklahoma State has right now.
Inbounds, Wheeler makes a pass, and it's stolen away, and then a foul on Mandy Coleman.
Mandy really had no business reaching in there, but I thought she got her back turned and corrected it. But that'll be team foul number 4, I think, on Oklahoma State here.
Santa Clara will set up to inbound the basketball, and they can make it a 5-point ball game. with a three-point basket.
Check that. Second team foul. Looked at the wrong stat, and that'll be number 2. So the Cowgirls still have some fouls to give before they will put this team on the line for the double bonus.
Emily Wolf has had the hot hand here, 9 straight to lead the comeback. Here's a curl underneath, shot up by Parkinson, won't go. Big rebound by Diana Omazi.
Man, that's a point-blank bucket just missed, Kevin. That's an 8-0 run opportunity gone by the wayside.
53-45. Lecker inside to Coleman, and Coleman stutter steps and travels with the basketball.
She is dribbling the ball and comes straight up, Kevin. I don't know how you see that. She never gave up her dribble, but nonetheless, that's a big turnover right there, and Oklahoma State better calm down and get some buckets.
We've got another timeout. Let's take it with them. 4:49 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll bring you back. It's Oklahoma State 53 and Santa Clara 45. This was Cowgirl basketball from Learfield.
All right, this is your last break before the end.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
This is Debbie, owner of Charlie's Discount Drug. Are you having difficulties keeping track of your current medications? At Charlie's Discount Drug, we can help make your smartphone smarter with the RX Local app. Access your medication list and order refills quickly and conveniently. Another free service provided by Charlie's Discount Drug, 723 South Walnut in Stillwater.
The Ranchers Club, Stillwater's finest restaurant, located in the newly renovated Atherton Hotel, offers impeccable steaks, gracious hospitality, and superb menu offerings. Whether you're enjoying our game day festivities or relaxing with that special someone during the week, the Ranchers Club will provide a memorable experience you will repeat time and again. Patio seating now available, and for students, meal plan and bursar is always accepted. For reservations, carry out, and directions, call 744-BEEF or download the Ranchers Club app.
Cowboy fans, skin cancer continues to be a growing epidemic, but Stillwater Dermatology Clinic is there for you. With locations in Stillwater and Ponca City, board-certified dermatologist Dr. Thomas Hall is available to help you with all your skincare needs. Dr. Hall treats acne, psoriasis, and all skin disorders, and also offers cosmetic and laser services. Call 405-533-DERM or visit stwderm.com today.
Do that again. There you go. Kevin Gunn back with you from Las Vegas, Nevada, along with YouTube sensation Casey Kendrick and our producer David Silver. And the Cowgirls in a dogfight all of a sudden. They led at halftime 51-34. Had a 19-point lead at one time, and right now they lead 53-45 as Emily Wolf has brought Santa Clara from behind with the hot hand.
19 down to 8, Kevin, and Wolf is up to 12 points. Again, she becomes just the second player to have double-digit scoring for Santa Clara.
Well, she's got the basketball, hands off to Parkinson. Parkinson brings it around. Now they go back out top. McGuire looking inside. 4:30 left to go. Still plenty of time in this one for Santa Clara to come from behind. Right baseline, McGuire goes up for the shot, left it short, rebound by Mandy Coleman. Oklahoma State's got numbers, 3-on-2. Down 4, Omazi goes up, uses the glass, too strong. Offensive rebound, no, Jensen can't hold on to it, and it's going to be picked up by Santa Clara, and then a whistle and a foul, or no, just Jensen on the out-of-bounds line as she was trying to gain possession, so she avoids her third foul, but nonetheless, it'll be Santa Clara basketball.
Yeah, she reached out for the ball, but she was out of bounds and touched it, so out of bounds on Oklahoma State. And Kevin, since this thing's been down to 8, we've gone up and down the floor about 4 times. Neither team really able to score right now.
We'd take that all the way to the end, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would.
Here's Wolf trying to do something about that. No, off to the left for their three-point attempt, and Kaylee Jensen is going to let it go out of bounds. And Jensen a little light on that left leg as she went after that ball and then let it go out of bounds.
Yeah, I've been talking about a little bit of knee pain, and tell you what, that's the last thing the Cowgirls could afford.
Omazi with the basketball, bounces it out top to Wheeler. Wheeler back to Omazi now. Zone defense has been effective and created some turnovers by Santa Clara against Oklahoma State here in the second half. 14 on the shot clock. Omazi right side. Having trouble getting it inside to Jensen, so Lecker will dribble into the paint. Pull-up jumper is short. Mandy Coleman the rebound, and then she's fouled down on the floor with 3:41 remaining.
Well, finally the Cowgirls able to draw a foul. That'll be the third team foul on Santa Clara. So still not a shooting situation. The Cowgirls get to do something they're very, very good at, and that is inbound from underneath their own bucket.
That foul will be Morgan McGuire's first of the ball game. 3:41 left to go. Substitution checking back in. Lori Parkinson, the forward out of West Valley, Utah. She'll be playing with 4 fouls the rest of the way.
Barry's got 4 and Bertholt's got 4. So a couple of players for Santa Clara playing with 4.
Inbounds Coleman. Fade shot rather inside the paint is up and good, and that's a much-needed basket by OSU.
Get it back to 10 and maybe feel a little bit better about yourself, but don't give up a 3 here. You better not rest.
10-point lead for the Cowgirls. 3:25 to go. Down low. Shot up. Parkinson no good. Gets her own rebound. And then over the back is going to be called on Kaylee Jensen, who's picked up her third.
Picked up her third. Going to put them on the line. And got a chance to score from the free throw line without the clock running. 3:22. That's the biggest outlier right now for Oklahoma State. And Oklahoma State needs to score quickly in transition if it's there. Otherwise, they need to work a little clock and still get a high percentage shot.
Parkinson at the free throw line now. She's a 55% free throw shooter on the season coming into this tournament. Her first shot is up, no good. 3:22 to go. And well, if you're Coach Bill Carr, the first-year coach of the Broncos, the missed free throws at this point in the game will drive you crazy.
No doubt they're only 2 of 5 for the game, but right now is the chance to score and make those happen and make them mean something. But that miss is big as it keeps it at 10.
Toliafolo getting ready to check back into the ball game. Second free throw is up. It is good. Toliafolo will come in. She will come in place of Berthold, the Alameda, California native. With 3:22 remaining and Oklahoma State leading 55-46. Cowgirls will see some full court pressure by the Santa Clara defense, and they just thread it. And Lecker, bounce pass, down low. Jensen, nice move to the hole, and she scores.
Well, we talked about scoring in transition right there, and Jim Littell wanted the and one opportunity. Brian Interline says, nope, no contact.
So back comes Wolf the other way, and that's a big bucket to open up an 11-point advantage. Now we're inside 3 minutes. Wolf three-pointer around the rim, just missed it. Parkinson, the rebound underneath, and she's going to be fouled, and that may be number 3 on Coleman.
It will be 3 on Coleman as she reached over the top, going to be called for that foul. So, but the good news is, Kevin, you only gave up 1 free throw. You go down, make it 2. Clock stopped now, but you got 30 more seconds off of the clock, and you have a larger lead than you did just a moment ago.
Exciting ball game. 2:53 to go, and Lori Parkinson will step up to the free throw line.
You're seeing just how good Santa Clara can be when they're on, and that's they kind of have played in this game the way they played all season long. Interesting wins, kind of some crazy losses, and that's kind of the way it's been in this game. There's been runs that have been phenomenal, and then there have been times you wonder what are they really doing right here, and that's what happens sometimes with a first-year head coach.
Yep, you're exactly right. Figuring out his system, making changes, sharing minutes differently maybe than they had in the last couple of years as a team together. Parkinson's second free throw is good, and now they'll pressure Oklahoma State. Lecker gets it down floor, runs right down to the right sideline, and is knocked hard to the floor by Santa Clara with 2:48 to go, and a whistle, albeit late, but it was called, and Emily Wolf has picked up her second.
Nice job of Caitlin Lecker. She turned, ran, and Wolf was supposed to cut her off on the baseline. She got there late, and Caitlin knew where she was going, so she pushed it and then got bumped hard into the Jack Nicholson seats here just to our right.
Lecker stepping up to the free throw line with 2:48 to go and a 57-48 Oklahoma State advantage. Free throw is on the way. It is up. It is good. Every point crucial now. If you're just joining us, Oklahoma State led by 20 at one time, and Santa Clara came all the way back, cut it to 8, and had the basketball. Second free throw is up. It is also good, and it's Oklahoma State 59-48 with 2:48 to go.
Santa Clara is shooting 63% for the free throw line. The Cowgirls 80% on 8 out of 10.
If the Cowgirls win this, hold on and win this, we're back in action here tomorrow night at 7:30 against Long Beach State in the winner's bracket game of the semifinals of the KYAL Shootout. But this one not over yet. Pass to Parkinson in the right corner. She dribbles out, looks inside, now lobs it down low out of the reach of Berthold. And just as Diana Omazi was going to intercept the pass and make the steal, we'll have a foul on Oklahoma State, and that's going to be Lecker picking up her third.
So we've got 3 all over the board. 3 on Coleman, 3 on Jensen, 3 on Lecker, and of course 4 on Caitlin, or on Carly Wheeler, who's done a good job of playing with those 4 fouls here the last few minutes on the floor.
One player, 2 for Santa Clara with 4 fouls as well. First free throw is up, and it is good by Berthold. So 2 players with 4 fouls for Santa Clara. Barry with 4 and Berthold with 4 as well. So both teams taking it to the limit here. Been very physical at times, especially on the inside. They have used that zone defense to try to keep that ball out of Kaylee Jensen's hand. Second free throw, no good, and Jensen has the ball in her hand. That's the good news. Here comes Wheeler down floor, crosses over, hits Omazi, and back out top to Wheeler to break the press. Now Omazi has it left side on the wing, dribbles into the high post, backs up, comes to Lecker, now fires to the right corner. And Wheeler has it. Sneaks up the baseline, off balance. Tough shot. Splits the defense and scores.
How about that? Coach Littell calls a timeout. He can't believe again they don't get an and one opportunity. But that's a fantastic effort right there to get another basket, another lead extending bucket. Now he wants to be very smart on how they play this thing defensively.
So let's talk about it the rest of the way with 2:15 to go. And timeouts, 2 for Oklahoma State, 2 for Santa Clara. 5 team fouls for both ball clubs. And the clock is running, and it says we've got 57 seconds, 56 seconds.
I hope they can let it go. Finish this bad boy out. What do you say?
Let the clock just keep running.
They will
has the scores table.
They will have to go back and reset the clock. Now the officials looking at it going, what?
I'm not sure they have.
I thought she was looking at it. I think she's actually looking at a different ribbon, and now they're trying to figure out what's going on, I think.
Now Brian Enderline has discovered the.
I like that way. I like that new rule. Running clock during
a minute during a timeout.
Hey, want to let you know we were talking about some Vegas notes. There's, as I said, 150,000 rooms in this city. Out of the 20 largest hotels in the country, how many are right here in Vegas?
Of the 20, now that Trump's taking everything out of New Jersey, out of the 20 biggest. 14.
17.
Holy cow.
17 of the 20 largest, biggest hotels in the U.S. are residing right here in Vegas.
I'm quite sure that we walked 25 miles yesterday together, my friend.
We saw about 18 of those.
Yeah, we certainly did. 2:08 to go, and Barry now will work the ball down low, and it goes off the foot of a Cowgirl. The shot clock will stay at 21, and the ball will stay with Santa Clara.
Cowgirl's going to be very careful in trying to hide Carly Wheeler right here. They need her for her ability to get the ball up the floor, so they do not need her to pick up that 5th foul.
2:05 remaining. Wolf will inbound for the Broncos of Santa Clara. Made a nice run here, but down now 61-49 to Oklahoma State. 2:03 to go, and Diana Omazi politicking hard as the ball's knocked out of bounds. That it was off of Santa Clara, and Jim Littell working it as well. But to no avail, the officials will keep the ball in the hands of Santa Clara, and 18 to shoot with 2:02 to go. And continue to disrupt things and get out of here with the win. Go to 9-0 on the season. Who would have thought that back in October? Right side, Barry dribbles in, baseline, little floater up off the glass and in.
Carly Wheeler got a little closer than I wanted to there, as coach will call a timeout for Santa Clara on the other side. She got a little close, maybe even got a little away with a little foul right there that time. It's interesting, Kevin. It's kind of fun. John and Jeremy Littell have made their way out here along with Barb Littell. Zach Easley is here, and it's good to see that. And you got your son out here as well, and there's a lot of families that are out here, a lot of parents for this tournament. It's kind of fun to see the Cowgirl program right now bringing back a lot of the having a lot of families. A lot of I've got some younger kids, and we're seeing some of that. But it's just fun. It's obviously very much a family atmosphere. Coach Littell is extremely
inviting.
Yeah, absolutely positive towards that, and it's been fun to see. It's been a fun environment to be around as of late, because it's such a he promotes it so much, and it's sincere. It truly is.
And the amazing part about Jim and the way he goes about it, he wants no credit for it. He likes to stay under the radar with it. He's very encouraging of all of it, but he loves the backing that he gets. And I mean, I've been at all 3 games today, start to finish, and we by far had the most fans here, and we're certainly not the closest team.
No, absolutely not. And and we're not Kentucky. Kentucky on the men's side was here to play North Carolina in this facility just a couple of nights ago. There were 18,000 people here. But you're right. As far as the teams that are here and that are here to see this women's team, this is a fantastic crowd looking across the way. Santa Clara literally might have 20 people here, and we're closer to 200.
Fantastic, and they have been loud, especially that first half when Oklahoma State was making that run, feeding off the crowd and the turnovers by Santa Clara. And boy, little did we know at the time with that big lead at the half, we would need every one of those points. As Santa Clara, we saw the brilliant side of their abilities late in the third quarter.
Just how important all of those were.
But here we go now. Inbounds pass comes into Wheeler. Wheeler breaking the press as she races down the sideline. And now we'll set up the offense for Oklahoma State with 1:48 to go. Time running out on the Broncos. Wheeler with the basketball. Needs some help. Turns with the pivot foot. Hands it off to Jensen. Jensen back out top to Lecker with 12 to shoot. Nice clock-eating possession here for Oklahoma State. Omazi works her way down low. Needs some help. Turns, pops it. Hits Jensen. Jensen curls to the hole off the glass and in.
That's a great job by Omazi to flip that ball. She was in trouble. Double teamed on the baseline and still found Kaylee Jensen. Of course, throw it to Kaylee, and she's going to catch it and finish for you.
Boy, Kaylee playing her backside off. Raced back down to get into defense, and now she reaches in on Wolf, ties it up. We've got a held ball in the possession arrow to Oklahoma State.
Carly Wheeler, still just a sophomore, reached in right there, Kevin. No need to reach in right there. There's still 1:14 left. Your fifth foul is more important than a potential 2-point bucket given up there.
You bet it is. 63-51, Cowgirls lead it with 1:14 to go. Lecker will inbound for Oklahoma State. Full court pressure once again by the defenders. And now Wheeler races down floor. Oh, wow, hits Jensen in stride. She pumps one, shoots, and scores.
And that's going to do it right there. I mean, they're going to try to continue to push this thing, but Cowgirls pretty much sealed it on that transition bucket.
This coaching staff has worked this team on that press so hard in October, November, and December. And, boy, it has paid off tremendously here tonight when the game was on the line. 52 seconds to go. Three-point launch by Berry. No good. Coleman the rebound for Oklahoma State. And your Cowgirls are headed for 9-0, folks. Wheeler down over center court on the far side. Dribbles and now slows things down. And there's about a 17-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And coach is on the other side. Have just kind of called the dogs off a little bit. Going to let the Cowgirls run this possession out and try to live for day number 2 as they get South Florida. How about that? Your reward for losing this, you get to play South Florida.
Not good. South Florida coming off its first loss of the season today in this tournament. Now the pass inside to Jensen, down low, releases the basket just as the shot clock would have expired. Shot clock is off. Here comes Santa Clara. Down force Parkinson to the hole, off the glass and in. 65-53, 12-point advantage. Final 10 seconds of the ball game. And Wheeler will dribble down and is fouled by Lori Parkinson. Parkinson will foul out of the ball game in the final 9.2 seconds.
Not sure why you would even do that either, Kevin. I mean, there's 9 seconds left. It's unless you got a 12-point play up your sleeve. I don't think there's any point in that. And unfortunately, we're going to delay the game just a little bit.
Parkinson with a game high for Santa Clara, 19 points. And Carly Wheeler will go to the free throw line in the game's final 9.2 seconds. Free throw is on the way. It's up and good. And for Wheeler now, she crosses into double figures in this ball game as she can connect on this final free throw. She is 4 for 4 today. Actually, that was her 10th point of the ball game.
Cowgirls are 9 of 11 from the free throw line and make that 10 of 12.
Beautiful. Great free throw shooting day. Second free throw is good, and Oklahoma State going to put win number 9 in the books and get ready for Long Beach State tomorrow night at 7:30 Oklahoma time. Here's a three-pointer by McGuire. It's good if it goes. It does not. And the ball game comes to an end, and Jim Littell has led this team to a 9-0 start with a terrific, hard-fought 67-53 victory over Santa Clara. The Broncos fall to 4-5 and have lost back-to-back games now with Bill Carr and his first